Pasillo is a South American genre of music extremely popular in the territories that composed the 19th century viceroyalty of New Granada and Gran Colombia. Born in Gran Colombia, spread in the territory, especially Ecuador, and to a lesser extent in the mountainous regions of Venezuela and Panama. Venezuelans refer to this style of music as vals. Today, it has incorporated more European features of classical dance, such as Viennese waltz in Colombia and features of San Juanito and Yaraví in Ecuador. As it spread during the Gran Colombia period, Pasillo also absorbed the individual characteristics of isolated villages. This gives it an eclectic feel. However, the style, tone, and tempo of the music differ in each village and indeed between each country. In its waltz, Pasillo alters the classically European dance form to accompany guitar, mandolin, and other string instruments. History. Invented in the 19th century, Pasillo became closely associated with the Colombian War of Independence, the Ecuadorian War of Independence, and Ecuadorian nationalism. Pasillo gained popularity from the recordings of the duet Ecuador, once performed by Enrique Ibáñez Mora and Nicasio Safadi. It reached its international apex during the career of Julio Jaramillo. Younger generations of Ecuadorians still enjoy pasillos, including new styles sung by Juan Fernando Velasco and Margarita Lazo. Some Ecuadorian pasillos include Pasional, Invernal, Angel de Luz, El Aguacate, and many others. Pasillo has been a very popular style of music in Colombia since the 19th century. Famous Colombian pasillos include Espumas, Pueblito Viejo, Pescador, Lucero y Rio, and Orobel. Colombian artists, such as Silva y Villalba and Garzón y Collazo, have helped popularize pasillo around the world. In Ecuador, Ecuadorian pasillo adds the influence of San Juanito, so Ecuadorian pasillo is slow and melancholic. Differing from other countries, Ecuadorian pasillo became a national music symbol, according to author Kati Wong. Since the beginning of the 20th century, the Ecuadorian pasillo stopped being a festive genre played in saloons and bands and became more popular. It had many singles with melancholic texts referring to nostalgic and broken-hearted feelings. However, there are also songs expressing the beauty of Ecuadorian landscapes, the beauty of Ecuadorian women, and the bravery of the Ecuadorian people. In addition, there are songs which reflect admiration for a region or a city, and in some places these have become even more representative than their own city anthems. This is the case of Gayuquilda Mis Amores by Nicasio Safadi. Wong asserts that in Ecuador, due to its capacity of integrating and producing different topics between different social, ethnic, and generational groups, the Ecuadorian pasillo has become the representation of national music by excellence. During the 1950s, the Ecuadorian pasillo went through a transition. Although it was still the national music of Ecuador, with the arrival of the radio it was forced to compete with foreign boleros, tangos, waltzes, guarachas, and other styles of tropical music, such as guaracha, maracumba, and the Ecuadorian Colombian cumbia. The continued strength of the Ecuadorian pasillo is in thanks to the performances of great singers such as the duet Luis Alberto Valencia and Gonzalo Benitez, the Monticello brothers, the Mendoza Sangurima sisters, the Mendoza Suesti sisters, Los Corazza and Marco Tulio Hidrobo. Nowadays, Ecuadorian pasillo is a national icon, and younger generations are adding new styles, thus supporting wide-scale distribution. Composers: Carlos Aimable Ortiz, Francisco Paredes Herrera, Nicasio Safadi, José Ignacio Canelos, Enrique Ibáñez Mora, Carlota Jaramillo, Luis Alberto Valencia, Gonzalo Benitez, Tulio Hydrobo, Julio Barba, Enrique Espinaya Acute Pez, Vicente Gomez Godino, Jacobo Palm, Jose Luis Rodriguez Ve Acute Lez, Carlos Vico, German Dario Perez, Oriol Rangel, Luis Antonio Calvo. Example: Adoration Text, Gennaro Castro Music.